What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here and welcome back to my F1 2014 career mode. First of all, it's sad news. The clip for the Italian Grand Prix did not save. I'm not sure why, and I'd sincerely like to apologise for that. It was a really good race, but I'll go through a quick description just before the start of the Singapore weekend. But first of all, this is actually before the Italian Grand Prix. This clip was perfectly fine, so I don't know what's up there. I did have to pick a rival for the rest of the season, and I did pick Sebastian Vettel. I wouldn't mind going in the Red Bull next season, potentially challenging for the championship. So, the Italian Grand Prix, I actually qualified in second position. It was a mixed session in Q3, and Hamilton beat me by 4 thousandths of a second. Hülkenberg was third, which I thought was a bit strange, but there's the actual results right there. I did finish fifth. At the start, I did take the lead. I was leading until 3 laps to go. Hamilton retired in the first stint, and Hülkenberg in second was holding a few cars back, which did help me out. As there was rain predicted for the end of the race, I did go option, so I had the pace advantage in the middle stint, pulled out a 7-second lead over Hülkenberg. He did get overtaken by Rosberg, and Rosberg actually caught up to me with 3 laps to go, overtook me, but the rain looked very heavy indeed, so I thought the only way I'm going to win this race is to go into the Inters and hopefully overtake Rosberg. So with 2 laps to go, I pitted, went down to 5th place, and for some reason I didn't catch up. It felt like the rain was coming down quite hard, and yeah, just couldn't catch up to the other pack. Rosberg won, Alonso was second, Hülkenberg third, and I finished 5th. So there's the standings after Italy, and I'm down to 4th after Alonso's podium finish. Vettel, my rival, is 4 points behind me. Massa down in 10th, and yeah, that's the rest of the drivers' standings after the Monza Grand Prix. Constructors, we are 42 points behind Ferrari, so it wasn't the best weekend for us. Massa actually finished 6th, so we got some decent points, but I really should have been on the podium. I kind of did chuck it away. But coming to this weekend, it's Singapore, it's the night race. It's not one of my better tracks, but I'm actually quite confident. And this is Q3. At the end of the session, I went for 1 flying lap. I'm currently half a second up in the first sector. I did have some great pace in this session. The 2 Ferraris actually got knocked out in Q2. So for the Constructors' Championship, that's fantastic news. They will be starting 11th and 12th. Myself and Felipe have had great pace in the first 2 sections of qualifying. I was actually top of the timesheets in qualifying 1 and 2. And Felipe, I think, was 3rd and 4th. So yeah, the Williams seems to have some good pace, but sadly, after doing an R&D test in practice, our part failed before the race, and it was for 10% reduced tyre wear. We really could have done with that around here. So 6/10 up at the moment still, because yeah, tyre wear is a big issue around here, and you'll actually see it in the race. But yeah, the race is very good, very exciting indeed. But first of all, we need to see where we will be on the grid. Hamilton is currently on pole. No one else is putting a lap time in. I'm the last one to complete the lap, coming through the final few corners. This fast left-hander leading up to the final corner, coming up to the start-finish line. What can we do? It's pole position. Oh yes, it feels so good. We're 7/10 ahead of Hamilton. Felipe's in 3rd. Oh my god. Where's he got that pace from? We seem to be mixing it up with the Mercedes in qualifying there, so I am very happy with that performance. No Ferraris in the top 10. My rival, Sebastian Vettel, is in 7th, so it's all set up for a fantastic Singapore Grand Prix. Let's do this. So we're in the garage here, just before the race. Can't believe it. Pole position. I think that's my 2nd of the season, so I'm very happy with that. Whew. So tyre strategy is very key around here. The tyre wear is very high. I wasn't sure how long the tyres would last, so I thought I'd go options, prime, and then options again. We'll see how the primes do. If the tyre wear is really bad, I'll have to go for 2 prime stints, but if not, I'll go for a fast option stint at the end. So I think a 9-lap stint on the options is a sensible idea. Teammate challenge. It's not much of a challenge, to be found, miles ahead of Felipe. Let's get this race started. Let's get to the grid. Let's do this. So we're on the grid. The lights are coming up. Hamilton's on my left. I'm facing him. I'm going to cut across Hamilton. Massa's just behind me, so this might help him out. I've blocked Hamilton out, no contact, but I've still got the lead. And it looks like Massa's passed Hamilton into 2nd place. Williams are running 1-2. And I've gained quite a bit of time already just in the first section of corners. Wow, look at that. That's like a 2-second lead over Massa already. Rosberg's up to third. Where's Hamilton gone? He must be down to fourth. My block and technique there did work very well. And it's a fantastic start to the Singapore Grand Prix for the Williams guys. Can we hold it? I'm not too sure because the Mercedes have some great pace. It'll be an amazing performance to hold them back. And we just couldn't do it because Rosberg passed Massa, and on lap 8 I'm really struggling for tyre wear. Rosberg is just behind me. You can see the car, the back end is just flying all over the place, slipping and sliding across the track, and I really have to pit. I have no grip whatsoever. The tyre wear is actually worse than first predicted. So I've gone down to the lean mix. Been saving a bit of fuel in the middle sector. But yeah, I had to pit at this point. I was losing far too much time, even though I was blocking Rosberg, but I was sure he would have got past if I went through for another lap. So Massa's through, he's currently in second, and there's actually a big gap in the field between, I think, top 7 and the rest of the field. So we're coming up to the stop. What can the boys do? Is it going to be 3.7? It is going to be 3.7, so we're going on to the prime tyres. I'm not sure what tyres the other drivers are going to be going on to, so it's going to be very interesting to see the strategy play out in the rest of this race. We're in 12th at the moment, just behind Alonso, who hasn't even pitted. And it looks like Kvyat has just flown past us there. So we're coming up to the DRS zone, down this long straight coming up. I think we get DRS here on Kvyat. We should do. We're on the fresher tyres. We need to get this overtake stuck. Otherwise we'll lose too much time behind the Toro Rosso, which isn't the fastest on this game. Looks like we've got the speed advantage. I think we're going to go up the inside here. Yes, we are breaking Kvyat. We've gone wide. And we've got the overtake done. I probably should have let him back there looking back. That's not good driving there for me, so I apologise for that. But I'll rectify that for the next race. So as the other cars pit, I am up into second, but Rosberg has come out just ahead of me. So that's no good. But apparently Rosberg is on the option tyres, and so is Hamilton and Magnussen behind. And pretty much the rest of the field, or the significant runners, are on the primes just like myself. So we're going to lose quite a bit of time in the middle sector. In the middle stint of the race. I've got to stop saying middle sector. But as you can see, going into the DRS zone, Hamilton on the option tyres is really catching up to me. He's got so much more pace. The Mercedes are just too quick for me at the moment. Going for a move around the outside. No, he's not, but I've broken too late. Gone too wide, and Hamilton is through. Might have a quick look here. Try and get the position back. There's a slight bit of contact on his tyre. Hamilton's hit the wall, but no. No damage to him, and he's up into second place. It's a shame, really. Down to third. Magnussen. How is Magnussen in fourth place? I do not know, but he's on the option tyres now. He's got good pace, and I do make a mistake here. Taking too much curb there, go slightly too wide. I have damaged my front wing a little bit. I did tap the wall earlier on. I think it's a couple of laps before this. But I'm fighting with Magnussen. We're side by side. It looks like he's going to get the better run. Yes, he is. And he's got DRS as well, which doesn't help. Vettel just behind is on the prowl as well. My rival for the rest of this season. Got to get past Magnussen if I want to keep him at bay. Around the outside, oh my god, want to move. But to be fair, Magnussen did brake a little bit too early, and I'm back into third position. So it'd be good to keep them guys behind me who are on the option tyres. But lap 21, I was really struggling now. I just thought I had to pit at the end of this lap for options. I know it would be a 10-lap stint, but the tyres have gone off the cliff. Hamilton, who has pitted for the final time, is just behind me, and I'm really holding him up. My teammate Massa is just behind him, and he's on the same strategy as me. I'm really struggling. I touched the wall there, lucky not to get any further damage. But yeah, you can see how slow I am. I've actually held Hamilton up that much that Massa on the old prime tyres has overtaken him. So going into the box here, nearly losing it going into the pit entry. But it's going to be a 10-lap option stint till the end of the race. It's going to be a bit risky considering our initial options lasted for 8 laps. So we're going to have the pace advantage over Magnussen. So we're effectively fighting with Magnussen over third position if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a couple of others. Good stop there from the guys. Back onto the options. Where's Magnussen? He has just gone past us. How far ahead is he? It's going to be quite a gap thinking about it, but he is on the primes. Grosjean in 10th. I was getting a little bit confused about what the order is and the situation was. I don't know how Grosjean's gone into 10th position. So I did actually pause, look at the director. Hamilton, obviously the Mercedes are at the front. I'm just behind Magnussen. But quite a few cars haven't pitted. I'm effectively fourth. But oh my god, Vettel is in 16th. He must have crashed into the wall or something. He's made an extra pit stop. So he is out of the way. Raikkonen's actually retired. So that's great for the Constructors' Championship. Because I don't think Ferrari are going to be scoring too many points here. But on lap 27, the options really came into their own. We closed in so quickly on Magnussen. Hülkenberg also on the options is 3 seconds behind. He pitted a lap after us. So it will be important to get past Magnussen as quick as possible and just pull away and pull out a gap. But no, just couldn't get it done to get a great exit into the DRS zone. Thinking about to dive up the inside here, but no, too far back. No, can't get it done. And it looks like we might have to wait another lap to get past the McLaren. Magnussen's really putting in a fantastic performance. He's been up in these positions a few times, but he's faded later on in the race. But he definitely hasn't done that this race so far. This time, next lap, lap 28, I got a far better entry into the DRS straight. DRS. And it looks like it could be a very easy overtake using the slipstream. Up the inside, newer tyres. There we go, up the inside. Yes, we got it stuck. Third place is ours, and now we've got to scamper off into the distance to make a gap to Magnussen and Hülkenberg, who potentially could come back to us. But no, Hülkenberg did overtake Magnussen on the last lap, but he didn't have enough to catch up to me. Tyres are actually really struggling right now. I'm glad I'm not under any pressure, as Rosberg has won the race. He has been absolutely miles ahead. Considering I was fighting with him on the first stint, he's just pulled away. We're coming to the line. Get in there. That's a third place. That's another podium. That's our 5th podium of the season. Considering we qualified on pole, am I disappointed? No, I'm not, because the Mercedes are just too quick for us. And the tyre wear doesn't help at all. So Rosberg takes the win from Hamilton. A 17-second win for him. I finished 45 seconds off the lead, but I'll take a 3rd place, another podium. Hülkenberg is having a fantastic run of form lately. 4th place for him, Magnussen 5th. Massa gets some decent points for the Williams team in 6th. Ricciardo. Vettel recovered to 9th, even though he has to make an extra pit stop. And John-Eric Fern takes a point for Toro Rosso. They haven't had too many points this season. Begs the question, where the hell's Alonso? Oh my god, yes. Both Ferraris failed to finish, so did Button. So that means no points for Ferrari. And the Constructors' Championship, considering Williams got quite a few points, we've definitely closed up. So in the Drivers' Championship, I've got an achievement. Yes, get in. Take that. What's that for? Finished a race at every circuit. I thought I hadn't done Singapore so far in this game. So Hamilton is 62 points behind Rosberg. So Rosberg's definitely pulled his finger out the last few races. I've got an 8-point lead over Alonso, just ahead of Vettel and Ricciardo, but the battle, I'm sure, will go on to Abu Dhabi for that 3rd position in the championship. Hülkenberg scored quite a few points recently, up to 7th. Massa pulled away. He's only 2 points ahead of Magnussen. So the Constructors, we are actually only 19 points behind Ferrari, so that's going to be a fantastic battle. We're up to the 200 points mark. So that's fantastic right there. It's going to be a great battle to the end of the season. Cannot wait to continue this. It's been so fun. So yeah, I'm celebrating my 3rd position and podium. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you really did. Subscribe if you haven't already. I once again apologise for Italy, but next race will be out soon. And I hope to catch you then. Goodbye.